Hi guys, this is your girl Debbie Ann. Today I'm coming to you and talking to you about the hidden secret of depression, which we women go through on a day-to-day life, and nobody to talk to about it. At times we can't tell our husband, we can't tell our boyfriend or friend, our family member, because sometimes they are looking down at you or they criticize you or they don't know what to say. So please subscribe to my channel and give a big thumb up and turn on notification for when I post new video. Let's get started. So all my life I've been going through depression for many stages of my life, and I it bothers me during all my life because I am always sad. I'm always depressed. I'm always unhappy, very unhappy at times. I can't sleep. I have anxiety at times in my sleep, and not able to communicate with people or talk to people about what I'm going through is very difficult because you fear of how they're going to judge you and how they're going to see you and what they're going to say. So it reached a point in my life that, frankly, now I realize that I judge myself even harshly maybe than how somebody would judge me and so what they would say about me. So a year ago my mom died, and during her death, the passing of her death, my life turned upside down. And what I have been through in my life as a child ever re-trigger and come back severely than like I'm living it yesterday. And I just want to tell you a little bit of what we face on a day-to-day life, because in our life at times we don't know who to talk to. When you can't talk to your husband, you can't tell your kids because they don't understand what you're going through. And when you go to work, it shows on your face that something is wrong, because and some of us face, you can see the expression, because what inside sometimes it shows on the outside, because it's a mental state of mind. Now that mental state of mind, it's very deep, it's very dark, it's very emotionally affecting you. It's like it's guilt eating you up, it's unhappiness eating you up, it's you're sad all the time, anxiety, you can't sleep because you're waking up in the middle of the night and you can't go back to bed, and or sometimes you're just sleeping like can't wake because you're always tired. Now when I was 5, my mom left me and my other sibling in Jamaica, and she come to Canada to make us have a better life. That move that she make when we were young have caused us to have a lot of problem in our life. Even today many of us are facing. Now you see, I was the one that I can't keep my mouth shut sometime. When things are bothering me, I'll tell my mom about it. And especially when I was younger. And when she comes around, when she left I was 5, when she comes I was 19, having my first child. Now she called me and said, come to the airport and meet me. I said, who are you? You're not my mom, I don't know you. I'm not gonna come and see you. And I never go. When she did get to the house where I were, I argue with her and I tell her some bad word. You're not my mother. You adopted me, and because you adopted me, you have no feelings for me, so I want nothing to do with you. I could see the pain that hurt my mom, how it cut her up, how she feels on the inside because she was always crying. Over the years, she tried to make it up with me, so she bring me to Canada. This is where I'm presently talking to you right now. And out of the siblings of us, she bring 5 of us to Canada. And what happened? Over that period of time, she's tried to make her time with me a memorable one, because I think that guilt as she leaving me and what I have said to her in some of what have happened to her, I've hurt her, and she tried to make it up, but I never give her that chance. I never allow her in. I never open the door, let the wall down that she could have any part of me. I blocked that. Now, a year ago she died, and since she died, it have destroyed me. It have put me back in a mental state of mind, because that loss of my mother have bring back the loss of my childhood, where I can't seems to, I can't remember a good time or a happy time of my life that I had one, except the time that I went to meet my grandmother and find a spiritual side of my family that was so religious. It was the best time of my life. My grandmother is a evangelist, a mother in the church. My brother is a pastor presently right now in the state. My grandfather is a pastor, and my three uncle are pastors back home. Now, my life, I thought there's more to me now that I find out that this is where my background lies. This is my roots. And I think that there was more to life than what I'm going through. Now, in all of this is when I get to that stage that I find a little bit of peace. During the years of when I was 5 to before I reached the age of 12, my life was a living hell. The lady that raised me, that my mother left us with, have verbally abused me, emotionally abused me, physically abused me. I was beaten every day. I was burned up without water. I was cut up with knife. I was locked outside every night. I had to sleep on the floor because I was not allowed to go on the bed. I couldn't eat the food that was cooked. I could not touch it. One day I remember I was so hungry, I tried to eat the food, and her finger actually dig it within my gum and burst my gum in pieces, like it split. And I remember wondering why life was so cruel, why life so hard. Was this my life? And this is what it's supposed to be. But over the years of going through what I'm going through as a child, I've realized that it made me stronger in some way, because I was able to endure it, and I didn't understand how I endured it. I didn't understand why I had to go through what I had to go through. But I think because I always believe that there was another purpose in life than just what I was enduring and what I was seeing. There's a bigger picture. There have to be a bigger picture for me. So I was beaten, as I said. I've been through it all. I can tell you stories of my life that people don't survive from. Part of my life that, you can't, when you go through it, you don't know how to get out of it. Because in today's days, you're wondering, is that really exists? Does people really have this brutality of mind and brutality, in their, like, evil in their heart and in themselves to actually inflict such harm on a child? But yes, it's there, and it's capable. People are capable of doing all these things. Now, for me, the one thing that kept me growing up, when I reached the age of 13, I find out that there was an entity, a big, I don't know how to say it or exactly the word is, but I find out that there was something that make me make me the word I want to use, I want to choose the right word, make me endure or able to overcome. The right word is able to overcome what I have been through. Because I'm telling you, I would have gone through it and I would have come out of it, but my body's bruised, but my mind, I felt I was okay, but that because I was young. And I was okay and I go on with my life, but there was something digging inside of me that was growing so deep and so dark, and it just gradually just creating this big pitch hole in my life, because depression, the state of mind that was affecting you, is called depression. So in my life, yes, I able to overcome this depression many times in my life because I had hold on to the hands of Jesus, or I should say he hold me during my struggle. Because when I overcome, at times when I pray and when I call upon him, I don't know when I come out of it. And some years I wouldn't have a downfall. I'll feel okay. I was happy. I feel like I was happy because I don't feel it. But then as soon as something hit, could be a death, sadness in the family, something goes wrong with my kids, or a massive re-trigger, meant it just come right back. You see, a year ago when my mom died, that re-trigger, that just re-trigger everything back, and it just come back. And when it come back like it's come back powerful, because now it's so hard. I don't know how to get out of the state, how to let go, because I feel so guilty that I shouldn't have cursed my mother. I felt so guilty that I should have, realized that maybe she was going through something hard where she were too. But I wasn't thinking like that. I was thinking more about what I went through as a child. So that guilt kind of eating me up inside, because now I'm feeling, now she gone and I can't say sorry. I can't say, Mom, I was sorry that, I cursed you. I was sorry that I said I'm not your child. I'm sorry that I did not get to allow you to get to know me. And, all these things. And in my life, my marriage don't work well. Everything I do, I messed up. I really messed up. Everything I put my hand to, I messed up. I have tried so many things that we shouldn't have been trying or thinking about. I have tried, but it reached a point where, in my state of mind, there's always this thing that is feel like it's bigger than me, because it doesn't matter what I think or what I try. There is something there that always preventing me from going further, or thinking the worst of, what my mind is telling me at that moment. There's something bigger, and it is telling me that there's more out there. It's telling me that, you have to speak about it, because now look where I'm at. I'm actually coming to you to talk to you about a little bit of what my life is, and say, hey, depression is a state of mind. It's a state of mind that we go through in our stages of our life, and it's a dark place, and our partner at times don't understand, and you can't talk to them because they don't know how to deal with it. Our kids don't know how to deal with it because they have their own life to live. So basically they can't be there for you, and they don't know what to do. Now you get medication and you take medication, and at times a medication don't work. Sometimes it don't work, because as soon as it depress it, it depress it, and when it depress it and something happen, it re-trigger, and then you go back into the state of mind, and then you have to go back on this medication, and then you start all over again, you know. So not saying it's good to take medication, because then you get help, you know. You have to talk about it, because when you talk about it, you're therapeutically helping yourself, because when you talk about it, you're getting it out, and you're letting that build up energy and build up darkness that take over your life, you're letting it out. Now the problem is, half of us can talk about what we go through, because we don't know how to talk about it, and we don't know who to talk to about it to. And there's certain part of our life we can't talk about, because there's certain part of my life I don't know how to say to you, because I don't know what you think and how you judge me, and what my family would even think about me saying certain things. But you see, I look into day and I look at my kids, and I see their life, and I see their lives, you know, going down, because, you know, they're going through their own circumstances or situation in their life. I look at my life and I see what I'm going through, and I'm wondering who out there going through probably what I go through in my life, and don't know what to do and who to talk to, what to say. Now I figure, if I say something about my life, it might help me, and help me to get over what I have been through. You see, when we are afraid to talk about what we go through in life, we can never look past it. We can't look past it, because we are so afraid to touch it. And there's certain part of my life that I'm so afraid to touch. That door is so closed, because I'm so afraid to go into it, and afraid of what it's gonna stir up, because it's definitely gonna stir up something, you know. So when my mom died, that re-trigger, I'm presently in right now, and you know, I kind of feel lost. You know, I feel lost, and you know, I feel overwhelmed of regret, because I can't make amends anymore, you know, for what I have said. And I need to be able to do that. If I need to be able to do that, so that I can go on with my life, or you know, I can be useful in some way, in some means to my kids, or you know, my partner in life. Because this darkness of depression, this severe sadness all the time, or severe pressure that you feel like you're under, this mood that take over. You don't want to eat, you don't want to interact with no one, you don't want to no one see you, you don't feel you look yourself, you don't look yourself. You feel, you know, when you look in the mirror, you don't like what you're seeing back at you, because you know that's not you. Your appearance change, you know, and you want to find yourself, but you don't know how. So this is a part of my story, and this is the end of my video today, and I hope you like it, and please subscribe and listen for more. Thank you.